Welcome to part one of Focus on the Face-to-Face Relationship Model of Selling. Today's topic is the approach. Over the next few minutes, we'll take a closer look at gaining the customer's attention and developing the customer's interest as you accompany me on a call to a prospective client. So let's get started. On your screen, you see the objectives and criteria for measuring effectiveness on the approach. The objectives give you a heads up on what you want to accomplish in this phase of the call. The measuring criteria provide a checklist for gauging your effectiveness in accomplishing your objectives. Remember, we want to gain the customer's attention and develop their interest for this critical phase of the call. Now, first of all, I never show up without doing my homework. I've researched the prospect's business online and through my existing customers and contacts that either know the prospect or are familiar with his company. I've also researched his industry and the neighborhood where his business is located. In fact, I've even visited his business as a customer. The more I know going in, the more confident and comfortable I'll be in conducting the approach. In this case, I'm conducting a cold call. I'm prepared to go for closing the business if time allows, or if not, to close the call and set up an appointment to continue at a later time. Remember that there's no second chance to make a first impression. So in addition to being prepared, you want to be prompt, even early. Correct any potentially distracting visual factors such as a tattered briefcase or crumpled support materials. Let your actions convey confidence, responsibility, and respect. Check your attitude. Be enthusiastic and be dressed to sell. All of these factors play a critical role in establishing credibility and helping you take that first step towards building rapport. Remember, this call you're about to see is a cold call. Hi, I'm Jennifer Kirkpatrick, a sales rep for Catering Effects, a one-stop ordering source for restaurants. We provide our clients with ordering, bids, and a streamlined delivery service of food and equipment, which saves my customers time and money. Well, here we are at Java and Jams. They have 5 independently owned and operated coffee houses here in the city. In addition to coffee, they sell breakfast and lunch food items, and at night, they offer entertainment. My research has told me that the best time to stop by is between the hours of 2 to 5 because this is their downtime. The owner and general manager of this location is Michael Dubois. I even called to get the correct pronunciation of his name. So here we go. Okay, I'm looking around to make sure it's not busy and confirm that this is a good time. I'm also checking to see if I can spot the owner and possibly approach him. I don't see him, so I'll go ask one of the workers.
Hi, can I help you?
Hi, I'm here to see Michael Dubois. Is he in today?
Yes, he's in his office. Is he expecting you?
No, actually I was here for your Thursday night show and I've been by a couple times to grab lunch and coffee in the morning, and I just wanted to pass along a couple comments I think he'd be interested in hearing if he's not busy.
Sure, I'll let him know.
Thank you. I wanted to pass along enough information to pique interest. I did this in a polite, non-threatening way. I showed respect and appreciation for Mr. Dubois' time and availability.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Michael Dubois. How can I help you?
Hi, Mr. Dubois. Thanks for taking time to see me. I'm Jennifer Kirkpatrick with Catering Effects, and this is my 4th visit to Java and Jams, and I have to tell you, I can see why the readers of City News voted your store the #1 music venue and coffee house here in the city.
Well, thank you, Jennifer. It is Jennifer, right?
Yes, it is, and I also love the great food here. You guys have a great atmosphere, friendly service, great staff.
Anyone in particular who was helpful?
See, Damon was our server at the show on Thursday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's good to hear. Damon's one of our newer servers.
And the tables and chairs are perfect. If I'm not mistaken, I think they're CFS, aren't they?
Why, yes, they are.
With some original touches on the tables, of course. Great work, Mr. Dubois.
Well, thank you, Jennifer. But please call me Michael. I appreciate the positive feedback.
So, Michael, what got you interested in wanting to open up Java and Jams?
Well, I think that coffee houses are incredible hubs for the community, no matter where they are. I wanted to open a business that brought people together, that served the community and culture, and offered a convenient alternative to our fast-paced lives of cell phones and e-commerce. So I began investigating small businesses, visiting college campuses, keeping my eyes and ears open for a possible business to pursue. In fact, I met my wife in a coffee house while doing my research.
Really? Is that here in the city?
Yes, we met at the Grind Cafe. She was actually visiting from her hometown of Sandusky, Ohio. She was interviewing for several jobs in the region, and here we are.
So are you a native of the area?
I've been here since I was 8.
And do you guys have any kids?
No, we're gonna wait a few years on that. She's just taking a job as program manager at IT Industries. So we want to wait till our career is just a little more secure. But I have to say, there's something about the coffee house vibe that I really enjoy. And I'd like to see what I can do to make Java and Jams a standout establishment.
Well, obviously it's paying off. So, Michael, what do you think is the most important bit of information that you've gleaned from your research that's helped you in your vision for Java and Jams?
Well, I think that no matter how fast-paced our lives become, that we still need other people to help define our comfort zones, our humanity. A place that serves coffee and food and has entertainment, it encourages all that.
Well, the times I've been here before, I've overheard some really lively discussions. In fact, I was just talking to another business owner who knows you because his son plays soccer for a team you sponsor. Tom Anderson from the Bistro?
Oh, well, I know Tom very well.
Well, Tom's one of my clients, and he loves your establishment here. In fact, he's the one that suggested I stop by and say hello.
Wait, Tom is one of your clients?
Yes, and like a lot of the other business owners here in town, Tom was concerned with the amount of time he spent haggling with vendors, negotiating and sorting bids, and dealing with the inconveniences of those heavy delivery days.
Well, I can relate to that. Like Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, those trucks slow down traffic and even cut into the parking space of my customers. I ask my vendors to get here before 8 or between 2 and 5 in the afternoon, but it doesn't always work out that way.
So do you think you've even lost customers due to scheduling issues on those heavy delivery days?
Especially Fridays. They're typically busier. If my customers can't get to us, they either go to one of our competitors or they go to another part of town.
Well, I know that for Tom, having to work his way through bid sheets and calling the vendors and staying up to date was a real challenge. So what's your experience as far as ordering and tracking bids are concerned?
Well, it's funny you should mention that. It gives me a headache.
Yeah.
In fact, comparing bids, it's on my to-do list for this afternoon.
From the sound of things, I gather it can be frustrating.
Oh, yes.
So if you were to set up an ideal situation for going through and ordering bids, what would that look like?
Well, if I didn't have someone else to do it for me, I'd say point and click was the best way.
Well, I have some good news, Michael. By working with us, we were able to help Tom cut his order time by 75%. And through the use of our services, Tom's heavy delivery days have now been shifted to Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Oh, really?
So would significantly cutting down on your order time and arranging convenient delivery schedules that minimize impact on customer traffic be of interest to you?
Of course.
Well, how do you see that benefiting you?
Well, it would give me more time to work with my staff. I could book new acts, and I could find more creative ways to give Java and Jams the ability to help the community.
Well, it sounds like having more time and serving the community are important to you then.
Oh, absolutely. But how did you help Tom make those changes?
Well, Michael, I would be happy to go into more detail. Is this a good time for you to spend about 15 minutes with me? I just need to ask you some questions to determine your critical needs, and that'll let me know what we can do to help. Or I can schedule a time to come back, whatever be more convenient for you.
Well, I guess I can spare 15 minutes, but no more. I really have to get back to work on those bids and call in some orders.
Thanks, Michael. I do appreciate your time, and I promise no more than 15 minutes.
Come on back to my office.
Thanks.